topic is what is a presentation? Generally, presentation is a very important in the globalized work stream. Presentation on different topics are a very common usable in these days. What is presentation? What is the importance of presentation? What is the basic concepts of presentation? What are the do's and don'ts while you are going to give a presentation? What are the important tips while you are preparing a presentation? These are all the topics we will discuss in today's class. A presentation is a technique of communicating information. It explains some, it gives knowledge, it gives some facts, it gives some ideas, it shares some ideas to a group of people. Because why this presentation is necessary in the present days, some organization or some company or some group of people, they would like to start a new business, a new project, a new thing. A lot of documentation is required for that, a lot of research is required for that, but it is not possible to explain the entire research, entire documentation to all the shareholders. So that's why they prepared the important the topics, the important things of that particular project or a particular thing. They prepared a presentation and shared the same presentation to the shareholders. Then the stakeholders, they can easily understand what is going on behalf of the project. So presentation is a form of oral communication. For oral communication, but because of with the help of technology, the aid of technological equipments, we give presentation in a very comfortable mode, in a very sorry, it look appearance very good. The form of communication is being used extensively not only in offices. This type of communication presentation mode is in offices, business organizations, schools, colleges. Generally, it's very necessary in nowadays. The purpose of a presentation, why the generally the presentation is very need required in the present globalized arena. There are three reasons are there. The first thing is we would like to share the information with the other shareholders. It's very important thing. The next thing is persuading others to do something. If you want to assign something work, if you want to allocate some work to others, first thing is whatever the work you would like to allocate, whatever the work you would like to assign, first explain the entire issue, entire the thing in a presentation mode. Whenever they receive this entire thing in a presentation mode, then they can concentrate on the work and they can complete the work with a good output. And another important thing is why the presentation is required. It's a part of learning and assessment. If you want to learn so many things, it is not possible to concentrate on each and everything. There are so many new concepts are there, new technology is there, new ideas are there. We don't have a time to concentrate on each and every idea, each and every experience, each and every thought-provoking idea. But this presentation is a very brief mode of explanation. Even though it is a brief mode of explanation, it's very good and we can easily understand the entire thing because of this presentation. That is why presentation is a part of learning and assessment. What are the elements in a presentation, in effective presentation? Clear subject matter is very, very, very important. For example, COVID-19. It's a hot topic in the entire world. The entire world takes us because of COVID-19. Financially lost, humanly lost. The entire world stops because of COVID-19. If someone want to give a presentation of coronavirus COVID-19, how to prepare for that? First is a clear subject matter. They can try to explain what is corona, what is the background of this bacteria, how this bacteria influence the humans, how it is contaminated from one person to another person, one village to another village, one area to another village. So a clear cut subject matter is always important while you are going to present a presentation. The next thing is arrangement of the slides. You would like to give a presentation on a particular topic. First you prepare a rough draft. Which topic, what is the first topic, what is the second sentence, what is the third sentence. Clear cut a statistical order. Logical coherence is very important. A logical coherence is very, because presentation is a matter of 10 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour. Because of this small presentation, the entire stakeholders, the entire audience, they can receive the entire concept very comfortably and freely. So 15 minutes is a little bit matter, a less time, but the influence of 15 minutes in the future is very a lot. That's why a clear subject matter, a well organized arrangement is always good for give a presentation. The next thing is a pleasing appearance. While the presenter, while he presenting the presentation, he maintain good body language, good eye contact. He would like to appear a very pleasant way. That means he don't try to show his emotional imbalances while you are giving his presentation. And at last, the important thing is a human component. A human touch is very important, because whatever you want to explain, everything is there in the slide. The audience can read the topics, they can read the points, and they can understand it, but it is not the presentation. Presentations means it not prepare some sentences and just you what we called to present those sentences in the form of presentation to with the help of electronic equipment. It is not like that. Presentation means the explanation, the way of explanation of a presenter is very important. The human touch is very important. If he or she is able to explain the concept clearly with good examples, with a good way of explanation, with good way of body language and communication skills, then only the presentation is successful presentation. Until and unless it is not at all a good presentation. So what are the stages in the presentation? Basically there are three stages. The first is planning, the second one is preparation, the third one is rehearsal. What is the planning? If you want to give a presentation on a particular topic, there are so many things are there before your eyes. First you consider those things, and then you prepare your presentation and give it. First you ask yourself some questions. What are the questions? Who are the people attending the presentation? Who are the audience? Whether the audience are old people, whether the audience are educated, whether the audience are semi-educated, whether the audience are uneducated, whether the audience are children, whether the audience are youngsters. Depend on the people audience, you can prepare your presentation. If the audience are very well educated, you can use some technical terms, some hi-fi words, some kind of technical jargons they can understand. If the people are semi-educated, you may use some words you can understand, you can ready to explain all these things. If the people or audience are uneducated, then your entire presentation is very free to understand a common man. You don't try to use any kind of hi-fi words, any kind of technical words. What age group do they belongs to? Yes, it's very important. If you want to give a presentation, depend on the people's attitude, depend on the audience academic qualification, depend on the audience age. These are all the considerable matters while you are going to give a presentation. Because here if you want to give a presentation to highly educated people, they can ready to listen, they can ready to receive, they can ready to assess all these things. But the people who are semi-educated or uneducated, they don't have that kind of qualities, they are unable to receive in a proper manner. Then you step down and explain very clearly, and give a broad examples. It is not necessary to give this kind of broad examples and step down to highly educated people. So the audience is very important, whether the audience are educated or not, whether the age group, these are all considerable things before you give a presentation to others. What is their present level of knowledge is very important. Because with the people, they are familiar with newspapers, news channels, magazines and all these things, they can try to update their knowledge. If they are not update their knowledge, if you give a very advanced way of presentation, they are not in a position to receive a presentation in a pleasant manner. So their level of knowledge is very important. With the people, they are from Telugu medium background, student Telugu medium background, if you want to give a presentation in a continuous English, the output is zero. So sometimes you should use some bilingual words, because no option. Because your target is, you don't want to give presentation is not your target. You explain the topic in a comfortable way, that is your target. If you want to reach your target, first you give a lot of examples. Sometimes you should use some bilingual words also, because the people, they are not able to receive the language of English. And at every stage of presentation, you need to anticipate how your audience will respond. So if you want to give 20 minutes or half an hour presentation, every 5 minutes to ask some questions. Whenever you are ready to ask some questions, the listeners, they are very attentive, they are very careful, and they are very concentrated, they are very sincere. Otherwise, it's just a one way of presentation. If the audience participation is nil, if the audience don't want to participate, if they are not sharing any their ideas, we don't want to receive their ideas, if you want to deliver your presentation just like a lecture, there is no use of the presentation. It is completely 100%, it's a time waste process. If you want to give a good presentation, your language is important, your concept is important, your way of presentation is important, your logical coherence is important, participants age, participant knowledge, participant level of receiving is important. These are all very sorry, these are all very very important while you are giving a presentation. It is a part of planning. The second one is preparation. Preparation is also very important. If you want to give a lecture for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, the preparation is very less is required. If you want to give a brief presentation, even though it is a brief presentation, the practice is very important, because without having practice, without having a complete knowledge on your topic, on your prepared slides, it is not possible to give a good presentation. The third and last thing is rehearsal. Rehearsals are very important. Before, if you want to give a presentation, first give 2 or 3, 4, 5 times rehearsals. How many times you rehearsal the same topic, then you have new ideas, new concept, new doubts. Whenever you have a new ideas, new concepts, new doubts, then you can solve all these things and you can give a good presentation. The presenter must pay attention. There are some important things are there for the presenter. They look into consider. The first thing is personal appearance. His personal appearance is very good. Good means a formal way of dress code is important. Shoe, formal dress code is very. He looks like a good and pleasant way. He look like very not gaudy. The audience, they are ready to receive the presenter in a good way. That is very important. Body language and facial expressions are very important. He maintain eye contact. It's very 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 important. You don't want to concentrate on a particular set of people, a particular group of people on one side, left side, right side. He rotate his eyes the entire hall where he would like to give a presentation. And body language is also very important, because if you want to give a presentation, the presentation concept and language, it works 10%. The remaining 90% works on your body language and facial expressions and eye contact. And voice modulation is very 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 important. Some people, where they are giving the presentation, either they're maintaining very high pitch of voice, or they are maintaining very low pitch of voice. Both those type of low pitch of voice and high pitch of voice is not good. It is better to maintain a moderate voice. From the first slide to last slide, how many slides you would like to give a presentation, you maintain the same level of voice. The last person in the hall, they can your voice can audible to the last person also. Very interestingly, very enthusiastically, if you want to start your presentation with a high pitch and high modulation of voice, after some slides you're thirsty, or maybe you're vexed, or maybe you're tired, it is not possible to continue the remaining slides in the same manner, in the same pitch. The remaining slides will be very low and slow. The audience, they are not receiving. That is why it's better to maintain a comfortable minimum, medium, moderate level of voice. That moderate level of voice articulation is always good to receive by the listeners. And listening skills, very important. You try to listen the audience back feedback also, their opinion also, because very useful for the next presentation. Some of the audience, they point out your lackings. Some of the audience are unable to hear. Some of the audience are unable to understand. Some of the audience are unable to follow. First, you concentrate and interact with those audience, and you can try to find out the problems in your presentation, and try to solve all those problems for the next level of presentation. What is the structure of a presentation? A presentation follows a logical structure: an effective opening, a body, a review, a conclusion, followed by question answers. Introduction is very important while you are giving a presentation. And next thing is, you prepare a body. What are the topics you would like to explain? Because you would like to explain about a very big project, it is not possible to explain the entire project in a slides. That's why you briefly prepare the important main point. That main point is here a body and a review. You explain all these things, and at last the audience they have a chance to ask some questions and you have to give some answers. Discuss the review material in the presentation with your colleague in office before making the actual presentation. It's very important. While you are giving presentation, first you discuss your presentation topic with your colleagues, with your peer people, because they have their ideas. They will try to give their ideas. Those ideas are very helpful to you while giving preparing a presentation. Without consulting others, without approaching others, one-sided if you prepare a presentation, definitely 100% you miss some important things, because each and every person in society is not 100% fit and perfect. Some lackings are there. If it is a teamwork, if you interact with other people before you prepare a presentation, definitely the other people will share their ideas. Those ideas also involving in the presentation, definitely it give a good presentation. Next thing is, the closing part of the presentation should be purposeful and should have a well defined call of action. Yes, while you are concluding your presentation, at the concluding part, all the audience, the stakeholders, they can understand the entire topic. If they are confused at the last slide, that means the presentation output is bad, not good. In the question and answer session, the presenter should be confident and responding to a wide range of queries. Before, if you want to give a presentation, first you analyze some questions. You ask yourself, what are the questions the audience they would like to ask after this presentation? You prepare answers also, and you don't be what we call demotivating, and you should give an answers in a clear cut manner, because if your way of answering, the audience they assess you, they analyze your confidence, they analyze your presentation. Okay, and next thing is, first you receive the audience feedback, and audience interaction is very important. No presentation can be considered a successful presentation without the involving of audience. First you receive the feedback of the audience. Every 5 minutes or every 2 or 3 slides you can ask some questions to audience. If they are really involving in the presentation, they are ready to give answers, and as per the answers, as per their doubts, you can also modify, you can also change your slide, you can also change your way of presentation. What are the do's and what are the don'ts present? Number of slides. Too many slides, it's not good. If you want to give 30 slides, 40 slides, 50 slides, people they are not in a position to bear that much of time with the presentation. So give a brief presentation. Every slide is very important. Every slide is ready to share a valuable information of the slides, and don't try to give a very unvalid information, not important information in your slides. Every slide it contain a very valid information, and use some use visual aids, some kind of videos if necessary, some kind of links, some kind of opinions of the expert people if necessary to support your presentation. Those are all required while you are giving a presentation. And ask and answering questions also, it's very important. There are some tips suggested by to the presentation. The presenter must have a clear idea of his presentation before he going to give a presentation. Before he prepare a presentation, first he read vastly, continuous reading of a number of books. He search a number of journals, and he search a number of websites, and he prepare a notes, and whatever the possible questions asked by the audience, he assess, and he prepared answers for every question. The presenter must definitely possess a sound knowledge of the subject matter of the presentation. First, the presenter acquired a lot of information, and he gained a lot of knowledge on this particular topic. Without having knowledge on the topic, he is unable to give any presentation to anyone in a successful manner. The presenter must organize his thoughts in logical and coherent sequence, and he would like to explain some 5 or 6 important points. Definitely, each and every point connect with another point. A logical coherence, a sequence, some kind of connectivity is going on between one point to another point. If we miss that logical coherence, if we miss that connectivity, that entire presentation is waste, entire presentation is confusion, and it's not a worthwhile. The presenter should try and speak in common everyday language. The better to use a normal language. If you want to use a very high-fi language, very difficult words. The normal man, 90% of the people unable to receive. If the audience receive properly, then only your presentation is good. How many words you use, how many slides you present, what kind of language you use, what kind of presentation generally you would like to present. These are all the one side of the coin. The next side of the coin is the receiving of the audience. If the audience received your presentation very properly, then it is a good result of presentation. Until and unless there is no validity of presentation. Okay, this is the way. These are all the tips while you are giving a presentation. Definitely your presentation will become a very good presentation. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.